arrive at the hospital to see Hamlin soon. Man, so the parents are making the trip as well. Man, I don't know if you guys saw the great picture of Hamlin and his mother and father, watching the Bills game, which was great to see. So also, as a quote saying, Pitts goes on to say, he's certainly on what we consider a very normal to even accelerated trajectory from the life-threatening event that he underwent. And he's making great progress. Man, he's making great progress at the time as well. So, it says normal recovery from a cardiac arrest can be measured in weeks to months. Pitts went on to say, but Hamlin has been beating that timeline at each stage and is in great impact of doing that, which is amazing. Man, he's beating the odds. Once again, prayer changes everything. I ain't lying about that, You know that. You know that out there, Transition Army. Man, the safety's condition was upgraded Monday because his organ systems were stable and he no longer needs intensive nursing or respiratory therapy. That's what the doctor said as well. He walks normally, said Dr. William Knight. He is admittedly a little weak, that could be expected, and I don't think that's of any real surprise after what he went through, just regaining his strength, and that's part of his recovery process. Here's a man that had to be resuscitated twice. Man. And we saw across the board, pray for number 3, Hamlin. We saw those shirts, which were in abundance. I like what the NFL did. They had the prayer of all the teams and all the staffs just before the game started. And I went across the whole NFL. And I love the idea of players and coaches on other teams was wearing that jersey, was wearing that T-shirt as well. Pray for number 3, Hamlin, which was great. Man. Now, the Bills celebrate Hamlin's return, the Buffalo Bills. And I want to go into that as well, which is amazing as well. And a great story. Because I believe in the power of numbers, and I'll go with that in a second. So, let's see. Sean McDermott, who is the coach of the Buffalo Bills, he says he's super excited that Hamlin's back in Buffalo, and what a job that the team of doctors and the medical team did out in Cincinnati. And now he's in great care here in Buffalo. We're happy to have him back. And then he also goes on to say, having him nearby will give us more comfort and inspire the team as it prepares for the postseason. Yes, don't forget the Bills will be playing on Sunday. Man, wouldn't it be awesome? Wouldn't it be great if Hamlin was there? Man, how about if he put up the coin toss? Would that be phenomenal? That would give the fans a jolt. The power of prayer still stands, and he's a true testament of that. Wouldn't that be great if the Buffalo Bills can pull that off? Man, that would be spectacular if that was the case. I'm telling you, man. So, also wanted to go over and, talk about that. So, again, the power of prayer is nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. And this young man is a prime example of it. I tend to think this whole, power of prayer and everybody getting together, it's very similar to like a George Floyd moment in which everybody, prayed, and times kind of stood still. But, and that birthed the Black Lives Matter movement in which you saw blacks, whites, black, brown people, all types of people, coming together for a common cause, which was the injustice of George Floyd, what went down there. Same thing can be said here in this, not so much on that level, but again, you have people coming together, black, white, brown, whatever the creed, color, religion, whatever it was, people took the time to pray for this young man, which I believe the prayers took him over the top. We see how well he's doing now. So, as we always say, prayer changes things. It changes everything. It's a game changer. It really does. It changes everything. Man, I want to read also, which, that was, so, the Bills are moving on, man. And the NFL, we know, is moving on. It's kind of a freak injury, what happened. And, it's just, man, it's just great to see, man. Great to see this whole thing. We got my guy Cliff on the check-in. What's going on, Cliff? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend. My guy Cliff says deep. Absolutely, yeah. It's deep. The power of prayer is just that. Deep. You're right, Cliff. Absolutely right. So what I want to talk about now is, again, we talk about, this game that was just played, the Buffalo Bills, kind of like a spiritual event, a spiritual awakening. And the quarterback, Josh Allen, talks a little bit about that. I want to read a couple of excerpts from him, what he said, which is very powerful. So Josh Allen, quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, could barely hold back his emotions as he described Naheem Hicks's kick return touchdown in the Buffalo Bills' first game played since their teammate Damar Hamlin suffered a cardiac arrest. Now, with Hamlin watching, now this is important here, guys, and this is the power of sports, okay? With Hamlin watching from his hospital bed, and after some powerful pregame tributes, Nyheim Hines took the opening kickoff from the New England Patriots' 96-yard line, for a touchdown in a spine-tingling moment that might have been written for a movie. I agree. This can be a movie, what went down, what we witnessed. Fans inside the stadium went wild in celebration, while Hamlin, check it out, Hamlin took to Twitter to celebrate the play, saying, OMFG, exclamation points. This was in real time. Man, Dr. Pitts again, he went on to say, one of Hamlin's doctors, he was one of Hamlin's doctors at the hospital there where he was at, said Monday that Hamlin set off alarms in the ICU by getting out of his chair and jumping up and down after the thrilling run back. Bills quarterback Allen had to hold back tears as he described what that moment was like for him and the rest of the Bills team. I quote, he said, I can't remember a play that touched me like that. I don't think in my life it's probably number one. Allen told reporters after the game, it's pretty cool. Allen said with the crack of emotion in his voice. He added, if you want the truth, it was spiritual. It was spiritual. There we go. We talk about those prayers, right? It was spiritual. It really was. Bone chilling. It was special. Now check this out when I talked about the power of, the power of numbers, which I believe in the power of numbers. Like for me, exactly, the power of numbers, as you see in back, you see my jersey, number 11, right? Again, the power of numbers, number 11. Okay, I graduated in 1992. You add the 9 and 2, that's 11. I lived on the 11th floor of my dorm at Manhattan College. Number 11. The exit on the Major Deegan to get to Manhattan College is what? You guessed it, 11. I scored 1,100 points. And the list goes on and on and on. So the power of numbers is great. So let me read this to you about the power of numbers, especially the power of the number 3. Okay? So Hamlin wears the number 3 shirt, and players wore the number 3 patch on their uniforms. And on Sunday, this past Sunday, the power of 3 as the number looked to be very much in evidence. Let me tell you what I mean by that. The kick return from Nyheim Hines, was the first in 3 years, 3 months. Allen, the quarterback Josh Allen, contributed 3 touchdowns that day. There's that number, the power. 3 touchdowns, while the Bills' defense had 3 interceptions. You think this is ironic? I think not. The power in numbers. That is the power of sports. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Man. So again, I ask you all, if you're not a true believer, do you believe in the power of prayer? Do you believe that prayers will get you over the top? Could be. Cliff goes on to say, hey, the player that saved his kids is a miracle. God bless. Cali floods, absolutely. Yep. God, yes, and we're thinking about that as well too. Thank you for bringing that up, Cliff. Yes, the floods that's going on in California. This weather has been crazy. Yep. And Cliff also goes on. Yeah, at one point the score was 13-3. That's right. Absolutely. Those power in numbers. Excuse me. Hope I'm not coming down with a cold. Feels like I am, man. I'm feeling kind of raw all day, man. Oh man. But okay, I am here though. Yeah, the power of numbers, and more important, the power of sports. And again, I ask you, you have to be a believer. Here's this young man, 2 cardiac arrests, revived twice. People praying from all walks of life. Prayer changes everything, and that young man is a prime example of that, man. So keep praying, man, because prayers will change everything for your outcome. No doubt about that, man. Thank you, Cliff. 13-3 was their record. Appreciate it, Cliff. Thank you so much, sir. Man, I got it wrong. Thank you, Cliff, for the clarification. Thank you so much, Cliff. Yep, record 13-3. See those threes? See those threes? See that? See that? These things happen, man. So yes, NFL. Playoffs begin. The Bills are a hot team. We're gonna see. Hopefully they'll. We ride the momentum of prayer. Keep the prayers going, man. For anything you do. If you're having problems or issues. Walk of life, prayer changes things. I'm a prime believer in that, I'm a prime believer in that. So please, continue to do that, and let's keep that going. Let's keep that prayers going. Definitely. Let's see. Cliff says number 7 is perfection. Is that the case, Cliff? Number 7, yep. God created, in the earth in 7 days, 7 days, yep. Prime number, could be, Cliff. I like it, Cliff. See, Cliff, I guess Cliff is in the numbers too. Appreciate that, Cliff. Goes by my theory, goes by the theory of numbers, especially in this case, number 3 for Hamlin. So really great, man. I tell you, man. So, NFL, for those NFL fans out there, playoffs begin, on a high, everything's looking well, looking good. Continue to pray out there, and it changes things. It definitely does. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, if we were able to, help you laugh, smile, and think during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory today. Excuse me. Yep, celebrate your victory. Let me get back into my DJ mode as my theme song music comes on. Here we go. Yes, sir. Excuse me. Man, thank you guys for watching Transition Tuesday each and every Tuesday. I thank you guys from my bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much. Man, if you love this episode and our past episodes, you can always check us out here or on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesdays. So check that out. Make sure you like and subscribe before you leave the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't been following me just yet, what is your problem? You don't got a problem. I'm just kidding with you. You can always follow me on Instagram at Russ Will Transitions. That's Russ Will Transitions with an S. And when you follow me, I guarantee you I'll follow you back. Okay? So make sure you do that. Okay? I want to shout out to our sponsor, Sweet Candy Cafe, home of Southern Sweetness in downtown Lumberton, North Carolina. So again, they just celebrated their 10th year of excellence in the confectionery space. Okay? So make sure you go down to, no, you don't have to go down. Isn't technology great? You can still order at sweetcandycafe.com. Just go there and order your confectionery goodies. All right? And also, I want to shout out to Miss Sweetness. She's not joining us today because she is down, she's taking care of family business. Man, Miss Sweetness, we appreciate everything you do. Our prayers are up for you as well. And again, you just making a difference in every way, every which way, from business to life. So I appreciate you, Miss Sweetness. That's Felicia Evans Long, to be exact. All right. So, and she is the founder and owner of Sweet Candy Cafe. So make sure you go there, sweetcandycafe.com, to order your confectionery goodies. Your taste buds will be glad you did. All right. Before we check out, Cliff also says, Game of Life power is 2023, free in 23 model. Give it to me, bro. That's right. You got it, Clip. I thank you, sir. My guy Arthur is on here. He says, keep doing your thing, Big Russ. I appreciate you, Arthur. Thank you, man. You keep doing your thing with the publishing, the books in which you get. Those are great readers. Make sure you go online and check that out. My man, Arthur, Krishan Davis, check them out. Great literary. Check that out as well. Okay? As Cliff says, let's mend together. Cliff, we're going to leave it at that end. And then that note, I appreciate you, Cliff, and I definitely agree with you. So Transition Army, ladies and gentlemen, as we say in parting, happy transitioning, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless.